Morning, Cardiac Care. This is Chris, your teacher, and this is how I will be. This is how I'll be communicating with you each week. It's now 10:15 in the morning. I've been at this now since 7:30. This is the 10th time of year, really. Um, People are coming at you from all angles this time of year, and you know, people don't understand the process by which you get on. For instance, they don't understand what the difference is between applying for a course and enrolling for a course. And to be fair, why on earth should a person have to understand such a distinction? Why can't the process of applying for a course be you fill in the form, if they say you're on, you're on? Why is this two-stage procedure? It's like unbelievable. And every single year people fall foul of it and nothing seems to happen. Why does a person your age, with your professional background, need to be telling the university about an emergency address? What is that about? On an online course, it's just what the model is. The model is in the university's head is that you're 18, you're leaving home, and we've got to have mum and dad's contact details. That's the model. That's what the vast majority of students are, and you've got to fit into this system somehow. And sometimes it's a bit glitchy. But anyway, it looks like we've got 7 on the module. One came in last night. Yeah, there I am at home. I'm watching the telly. Bleep. Gary's asked to join the Facebook group. HEA3167, by the way, if you want to join it. But so I'm looking at this thinking, I've never heard of this Gary, and you've got to be kind of alert, haven't you? I mean, on numerous occasions, right? Someone's applied to join the whatever it is Facebook group that I run, and I don't recognise the name, and I go in and take a little look at the profile of the person, and it's someone offering me services of a very questionable nature, right? So anyway, I didn't recognise this as a name there, Gary. Yeah, but when I came in this morning, there it is. He's gone through the system like a knife through butter. Yeah, well done, Gary. So you're on the course. I noticed that you've logged on. And you've also managed to get onto the Facebook group. Brilliant. Got high hopes for you, boy. Everybody except one, Teresa, has now managed to log on. Now, this is after a campaign that I ran this week. I did nothing else one day. But anyone who didn't log on got an email. Anyone who didn't reply to the email got a text. And this is the way that I will proceed. If you don't log on for any length of time, first of all, I'll send you an email. Is there a problem? Sometimes there is, right? Sometimes it is. Sometimes the baby poured tea on the laptop, and until I get a new one, I don't have access to it in work. These things happen. Sometimes, who the hell knows what goes on, but people just vanish. They go away, they don't answer emails, they just disappear off the face of the internet. Now, I'll be compiling a register each week, so I know where you're up to. If you disappear for any length of time, I will be in touch. Now, sometimes what people say is, "Oh yeah, because I've been on nights and everything. I know I've not logged on for the last 4 weeks, but I'm going to catch up over the weekend." Now, this is a perfectly possible thing. People don't show up in class for a few weeks on the run. Nothing happens to them. Nothing will happen to you, except for this. In my head, if you don't log on for 2 or 3 weeks, you become an at-risk person. Although I have heard before that a person's going to catch up and all that sort of stuff, my bitter experience is that this is a person who doesn't submit. They tell you that they're going to catch up, but whatever pressures it is that stop them logging in are also pressures, which mean that they can't get down to writing the essay. So the longer that you go on without a login, the higher my index of anxiety. So think about that, Teresa. Everybody else is logged on now. Right. We are going to have a contact day on Monday. I've sent out the list of contact days. I haven't to you, Gary, have I? I'll have to. But anyway, Monday is the first one. Yeah, it's not obligatory. Jill, for instance, one of my other correspondents, wrote to me the other day and said, look, Chris, I've already done one of your courses. I pretty much know my way around Blackboard. Yeah. Do I need to come? No, you don't. It's a service that I offer. And I've sent out a rough version of the events that we're going to talk about. This will be about accessing electronic stuff. Yeah, I mean, we will talk about cardiac stuff as well, but the main thrust will be how to search online and how to get reference management software to do your references for you. That's worth showing up for just in its own right. So it's optional. It's a service that I offer. I will not break my heart if nobody whatsoever shows up, because I've got plenty of other things to do. So it's a service that I'm offering you. And by the way, while I'm on, if you want to come in and have a tete-a-tete, if you want to come in and just have a chat and kick the ball around, have a cup of coffee, then I'm at your disposal. Do not feel as though because you're on an online course, this means that it's a no-contact course. Come in and by all means, and we can have an informal chat. Facebook, I've told you about. Registers, I've told you about. Publication, essays. Okay, you will have you'll have some formative work to do. I will be asking for your opinion. If you don't give me your opinion, I'll write to you asking me why you haven't I had your opinion. So don't make me come round to your house. But the essay at the end is to write a pretend article. There's no obligation on you to get this published. There's no obligation on you to actually even submit. There's no obligation on you whatsoever like that. This is an intellectual exercise. Don't worry about that. But have one eye to publication. Loads of people off this module have ended up in print. You know what I mean? And particularly rich are the paramedics. So think about a subject you think might be of interest to someone in Scotland in the paramedic services. Or, trust me on this, although the British Journal of Cardiac Nursing is a journal which is primarily aimed at nurses, trust me on this, a paramedic's perspective on a cardiac related subject I am sure would go down very well. So think on. You'll be doing the work anyway. You'll be preparing it in the format that a journal would like. People have done it in the past, and a publication would be worth as much again as the certificate that you get for passing this course. So you'd be doubling up your benefit to yourself with the same amount of work. So think on about it. Anything else? No. The next thing that comes up will come up on February the 15th, Monday, February the 15th. Next week's stuff, the first week's stuff, is already up. And the intention there is for you to check your systems. I know your systems are 3/4 working because most of you have logged on. And that tells me that you're 3/4 of the way there. Apart from one. So it'll be a week on Monday that the next thing will crop up. Okay, so If I don't hear from you before, I will assume that everything is going hunky dory. Otherwise, I will speak to you next Friday. Bye now.